Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the CS Podcast. I am your host, Chris Shanafelt, broadcasting to you guys live here in the Windy City, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and today we have a really big show. I'll be joined by one of the top high school football players in the USA, Tommy Mister out of St. Rita High School, Chicago's very own. He'll be letting us know where he'll be attending college and, where he's going to further his education at. So it's going to be a really big show. Before we get this stuff started, though, please follow me on Twitter, at Chris Shanafelt. Follow our special guest today on Twitter as well, at Tommy Mister. And go ahead and check out our past interviews at youtube.com/ChristianRE722. So with that all being said, let me go ahead and bring our special guest onto the air. We are now joined by Tommy Mister, senior at St. Rita High School, who just finished his final season of high school football and has a pretty big announcement to make shortly. Tommy, I really appreciate you taking the time to join the show, man. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm glad to be on the show, and I'm glad to announce my college decision on the show.
Hey, it's a great pleasure to have you on the show, Tommy, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about your football career, and then we'll talk about where you're going to be headed to college. And I just want to clear it up with the man himself. There's times when you're out there swinging the football, playing quarterback, and there's times out there you're running the football and breaking tackles like a running back. What position do you play, man?
I'm gonna be playing running back in college. Playing quarterback was fun in high school, but at the next level, I see myself doing what I did on Friday nights. Just running the ball as much as possible. Playing quarterback was really fun, but I mean. At the next level, I just see myself as a running back.
All right, and, I see you spent the first 2.5 years of your high school career at Richards High School located in Oak Lawn, Illinois. And, of course, that's where the great Dwayne Wade went to high school. How was your time over there, both in classes and on the football field?
Richards, it was a great school. I mean, both academically and athletically. I mean, everything was perfect there. I mean, the students, the teachers, my coaches. I mean, it was just a real family-oriented school. I mean, there's nothing bad that you could say about Richards High School. It was an amazing experience to go there. Would have loved to finish my high school career off there. Things happen, but, I mean, everything about Richards is amazing, especially the football. The football there is amazing. I know Dwayne Wade came out of Richards, so, I mean, basketball is what they're known for sometimes, but I mean, if you ask people around the neighborhood about Richards football, I mean, they know that Richards football is something to be talked about.
They'll mention Tommy Mister, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I came up a little bit, but I mean, it's another couple big names that came out of there. I know Dwayne Goodrich played there, so I mean, I'm not the only one. I mean, yeah, my name is brought up around there a lot.
Well, I see it's about halfway through your junior year. I believe you moved, which forced you to change schools, and that was when you began to attend St. Rita High School, which is a school located in Chicago. I got to ask you, was it tough at all for you to change schools, especially with how talented of a football player you've shown that you are at Richards?
The transfer was really hard. All my friends were at Richards. I grew up in that town, Oak Lawn. Just leaving and starting over, I knew it was going to be hard. Leaving all of my friends, the football coaches that I grew to love and love to play for. It was really, really hard. But I mean, moving to Lansing, it was nice. I got a huge backyard. I can work out there whenever I want. I didn't have that in Oak Lawn. And going to St. Rita, it's something special to me because Richards was a nice school, but if I could, I would have went to St. Rita from the start because it's amazing. The people there are amazing. The teachers are amazing. And there's not too many times you can ask a high school athlete what does he love about the school, and he'll say the teacher and the academics. And that's rare. And at St. Rita, they have all that. And especially the athletics there are, bar none, the best around. I mean, we got multiple Division I players in basketball, some of the best in the nation, football, some of the best in the nation. I mean, baseball, some of the best in the nation. So, I mean, everywhere you look around St. Rita, there's somebody doing something great.
Now, this was your first and only year playing football at St. Rita, also your last year of playing high school football altogether, Tommy. What were your personal expectations for this past season?
Going into the season, I really wanted a state championship. That's what everybody wants. After you watch Friday Night Lights that one time, all you want to do is win a state championship. So, I mean, going into that, that's what I wanted to do. We came up a little short. We lost probably what I think might be the best team in the country, Mount Carmel. I mean, they were just stacked everywhere. We lost them in the second round of the state playoffs, 15-20. But our season wasn't over. We kept going into something we call a Prep Bowl here, and it's another championship that you can win. And we won that at Soldier Field, but I really wanted the state championship. But Prep Bowl championship is just as good. I played 14 games, and I got myself a ring, so I enjoyed that. And I really want to achieve a lot. I want to make an all-state team, get picked for a USA football team, which I did, and as the all-state thing, get picked as all-area candidate, and I did. All-conference, I did. Win a conference MVP, which I did. So, I mean, a lot of stuff came true. I just wish I could have grabbed that state championship.
Hey, like you said, Tommy, you led the St. Rita football team to a 12-2 record, Prep Bowl victory, like you said, at Soldier Field. Tommy, you passed for over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns, along with over 1,600 yards rushing and 28 touchdowns. You do the math, that's over 3,000 total yards and 38 total touchdowns. Would you say that you met or even exceeded those personal expectations, as in like the stats that you were looking forward to putting up this season?
Yeah, definitely. I kind of wanted 2,000 rushing yards, but thinking back to it, it was going to be hard to get me throwing the ball and not running the ball as much as I did at Richards. But, I mean, the stats were amazing. I didn't think I'd throw for that much. I mean, that was a very high point of the season when I found out I was throwing the ball the way I was, and just running the ball the way I was, too. That was surprising. So many touchdowns. I mean, every time somebody talks to me, they ask me, all you do is score touchdowns, especially when you turn on my highlight film. And I just jokingly laugh and say, yeah, because that's what I did. And the hard work I put in on the off season, it paid off. And I'm just thankful to have went to St. Rita this year, and I've been coached by the great coaches there.
Now, they say go out with a bang. I see you took that to heart. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we won the state championship, but, I mean, the Prep Bowl's been going around for around 80 or 90 years or something like that. And to win it is something special, and it's a great way to win off the year. I mean, finish off the year. And just going into the game, there was a lot of jitters, and some people were doubting us, but, I mean, we came out and hit on all cylinders, and we came out and dominated everybody. As far as defense, offense, and special teams, everyone on the team contributed. We played an excellent game, and I finished my senior year off with a bang. And everybody that said that I wasn't going to win a championship, that just speaks volumes.
Now, according to MaxPreps.com, Tommy Mister, you are the 189th best player in the nation and the 8th best player in the state of Illinois. Now, I know it's not something you could really control, but how do you feel about those rankings?
I really like it. It speaks volumes to the hard work that I put in, but sometimes, like you said, I'm at 189 and number 8 in the state. It's not enough for me. I wanna see number 1 in the nation and number 1 in the state, and it's something I think I can do. I mean, at the next level, where I'm going to be playing football, the coaches I'm going to be working with, I know they're going to get me to that next level and get me to where I want to be. And maybe someday I could say I'm the best player in the state that I'm playing in, and I'm the best player in the country at the college I'm playing at. So I mean, being ranked the way I am now, it is nice, and I'm not taking that for granted, but I always want more. I always want to do better.
Yeah, that sounds great to me, man. Now 2.5 years at Richards High School and just a little over a year at St. Rita. Now, I know you haven't graduated just yet, but, you know, it sounds like you've had a pretty nice high school experience.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, like I said, Richards was fun. I mean, I met some really great people there. A lot of my best friends went there, came out of there, and playing football was great there, too. But at St. Rita, I mean, it's all boys, it's Catholic, and just being around all guys, people could say that it gets a little bit annoying, but, I mean, it's fun. I mean, you have a lot of fun, and it's really, really family-oriented. It's like those guys are your brothers. We call ourselves Rita Men, and what we do attest to that. I mean, everything there is, like I said, family-oriented. Everything gets together. I mean, everybody is basically one at that school, and that's what I love about it.
Now, St. Rita has a nice group of alumni who have made it to the NFL, including offensive lineman Dennis Slick, quarterback Mike Kafka, and one of my good friends, linebacker Darius Fleming. Is that your ultimate goal, to play in the NFL and get your name on that list?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I spoke with Darius a couple of times during the season, and he told me just keep focused and play the best ball I can. And he really just stayed by me all season. I really like that. But, I mean, everybody that plays football, I pretty much think they want to play at the next level in college and the next level in the NFL. And that's something I want to do. And it's something I'm going to strive to do. It's something I've been working on since I started playing football in 5th grade. So, I mean, everything that I've been doing is leading up to me playing in the NFL, and I just got to keep working.
And it takes, in order for you to play in the NFL, you'll have to go to college, my man. And when the show first started, I pointed out that you had a really big announcement to make here on the CS podcast, and that is you're going to let the world know where you'll be going to college and playing football at next year. So let me get a quick drum roll in really quick. All right, Tommy Mister out of St. Rita High School. Where will you be attending college next year?
I'm going to be playing college football and getting my education at Indiana University. I'm going to be a Hoosier.
All right, congratulations, my man. Indiana. You guys heard it here first on the CS podcast. As LeBron James would say, St. Rita's Tommy Mister will be taking his talents to Indiana to further his football career as a Hoosier. And I got to say the Indiana Hoosiers are getting a great young man, a great athlete. Tommy, how did you come up with this decision, and why do you feel Indiana is the best fit for you?
Really just going over things with my family, my mom and my dad. I've always liked Indiana. They offered me when I was a sophomore in high school, and they were behind people like Notre Dame and bigger schools and stuff like that. But it was something always in the back of my head about Indiana, and I just really never got the chance to get down there. And after I decommitted from Iowa State, I got the chance to get down there and check it out, and I fell in love with the place. Coach Wilson, he's an amazing guy. I mean, hands down, one of the best coaches I've ever met and talked to. His track record speaks for itself. Coached at Oklahoma when they were one of the best dynasties in college football. I mean, there's nothing you can say wrong about him. I mean, the running backs coach, Dalen McCullough, he played football in the MAC. I mean, he left out of college as the all-time leading rusher in MAC history. The offensive coordinator, Seth Luttrell, he has done big things. I mean, in Indiana's offense, I mean, they put up so many points. I think top 5 in the Big Ten in point score, most yards gained. I mean, they just do magical things on the offensive side of the ball. You give those guys a defense like Michigan State, they're national title contenders, hands down.
Well, I can tell you this. You sure as hell know the history behind Indiana Hoosier football. How excited are you for this stuff, man?
Oh, I'm really excited. Thinking back to my freshman year, I went to a little combine, and we did the 40-yard dash, a bunch of different things. just basically like a draft combine. You'd see the NFL rookies doing or whatever, and after the combine, they sent you a letter home, and it told you what level of football you'd be able to play in college. And mine said Division II to Division III. They didn't even think I could play Division I football on how I played there, and that just put something inside of me that wanted me to prove those people wrong. And it's like I've been a workhorse ever since. Like, I mean, every time I work out or I'm on the field, I just think back D2, D3, D2, D3. They didn't say they said you couldn't do it. And I just think back about that, and that just fueled me to get to where I am right now. And I'm just excited to be an Indiana Hoosier.
So we look at your highlights, whether it's at Richards or even at St. Rita just this past season. Tommy Mister, you're playing with a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, even after that, people always said I couldn't do this. When I went to St. Rita, people said I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, at St. Rita, they play in the CCL Blue, and it's hands down the toughest conference in the state of Illinois. Everybody knows it. I mean, you got the powerhouse Mount Carmel, St. Rita, Providence, Loyola, best teams in the state. And when I transferred, people said you wouldn't be able to do this in this conference. It's not the same. The opponents are tougher. And I really fed off of that during this off season. My teammates, they pushed me, they welcomed me in, and they pushed me really, really hard. And I just used all that negative, all those negative comments people were making, and I used it as fire.
Now, I know you're just making your commitment here, and, you may not know the answer to this question, but do you have any idea what kind of role you'll be having on the football team next year, whether you're going to be redshirting or are you going to get any playing time? Do you have any idea?
Coach Wilson says he doesn't promise anybody anything. He doesn't promise you that you're going to come in and play. He doesn't promise you that he's going to redshirt you. It's all about what you do. And like he tells anybody else, I mean, if you come in, put the work in, learn the system, get bigger, get stronger, get faster, and just do what you're supposed to do, then you'll see the field early and often, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be behind a pretty good running back in Tevin Coleman, but I mean, learning under him, it'll be fun. I always jokingly, like when people always asked me months ago, would I go to Indiana, would I start over Tevin Coleman, I always jokingly said no, but I think it'll be something like Eddie Lacy and T.J. Yeldon a couple of years ago. So, I mean, it'll be fun playing at Indiana, especially with that guy.
All right, Tommy. Now, I know you originally committed to Iowa State, but you ended up decommitting. Can you just quickly tell us why you decided to do that?
The running backs coach got fired, and the offensive coordinator, Courtney Messingham, and Kenneth Pope, they were let go. And I was going to be playing for those guys, and they got let go kind of late. I think early December, late November, or something like that. I really can't remember. But I'm a quiet kid. It takes time to build a relationship with me. And when those guys let go, I just got to thinking, I don't know who I'm going to be playing for, who's going to be teaching me my craft, who's going to be working with me to get to the next level, who's going to be doing this and doing that with me. And that was a big thing my parents were keying in on. And they really need to know who were going to be coaching their son. And lo and behold, Indiana never stopped recruiting me, stayed on me no matter what, even when I was committed. And me and Coach McCullough, we hit it off. He came over on the in-home, and things just took off from there. But Iowa State it's an amazing place. I've been down there, and I loved it to death. I mean, if Coach Pope and Coach Messingham were still there, I probably wouldn't be talking right now. But, I mean, everything happens for a reason.
Well, congratulations on the big decision, Tommy. I know the state of Indiana and all Hoosiers fans around the country are pumped. I certainly hope it works out for you, and I'm sure it will. I really appreciate your time, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best, man. Is there anything you'd like to say to myself and our listeners before I let you go?
I just want to say thanks for having me on today. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure announcing my decision on the show. I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else but right here. And go Hoosiers.
Hey, my pleasure, Tommy. Chicago's very own. Don't forget about us, all right, man?
All right, man. Nice talk to you.
All right, take care. There he goes, Tommy Mister, senior at St. Rita High School. He just announced here on the CS podcast that he will be taking his talents to Indiana, and he's going to be a Hoosier. So there you have it. Tommy Mister will be playing football next season at Indiana, and he's a Hoosier. So congratulations to Tommy Mister. Congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers on getting a great player, one of the top players in the country, the 8th best player in the state of Illinois. And I think we're going to see a very, very bright future with Tommy Mister. I am your host, Chris Shanfeld. You guys are listening to the CS Podcast. Please give me a follow on Twitter at Chris Shanfeld. Go ahead and follow today's guest, Tommy Mister, at Tommy_Mister. Go ahead and look up his YouTube highlights if you don't know anything about him. I mean, this guy is a monster on the football field. And like I said, Indiana is getting a hell of a football player and a great, great guy. So go ahead and check him out on YouTube. Go ahead and check out my past interviews, including the one that you just listened to with future Indiana Hoosier Tommy Mister at youtube.com/ChristianRE722. I really appreciate you guys listening to the show this afternoon, and have a great day, a great weekend, and thanks for tuning in.